season brings so many warm and fuzzy feelings. Unfortunately, it also brings a lot of illnesses and bugs and germs. And in this house, we have been down for the count for the last couple of days, just feeling sick and being off of our feet. So I think we're finally rounding the corner and starting to feel a little better. So I want to focus the next couple of days on resetting. As you saw, I was sitting at my desk earlier doing a bit of planning. That's my favorite way to kind of get renewed energy and get back into the swing of things, is get organized and make a plan for myself. So I sat down and wrote out all the things that we needed to accomplish this week. First and foremost, which is tidying this house. It is a mess. There are things everywhere. And I think that's what happens when you're sick, and it's okay to give yourself that grace, because when you're sick, you're just in survival mode and you're trying to get through it, and whatever happens in the home happens in the home. But now that we're feeling better, I think I want to tidy a little bit. There are also a lot of dead flowers in various vases around the house, so I kind of want to refresh those. Fresh flowers always make me feel better and add a new pop of color and refresh the home, so I want to go through and make some new flower arrangements. And then I want to focus on some comfort things. I think, going from being sick to feeling better again, you can't 0 to 100 it. You kind of have to like ease your way into it. And for me, that's focusing on some comfort meals. I'm going to be cooking this really great butternut squash soup recipe. If you get anything from this video, then you have to make that soup. It is so warming and has a lot of spices, and it's just really, really good for this time of year. And then I'm also going to be focusing on some comfort reads. That is one of my favorite ways to reset as well, just things that I love reading and that make me feel good. I've been reading a lot of dark romances recently, as well as fantasy, so it's just been very intense, and so I am going to grab for some of my comforts, like middle grades and romances that I enjoy, and do some annotating and fun things like that. So I am really excited to reset for the next couple of days. It was nice to stay in bed and heal ourselves, but now it's time to get going, and I'm excited to reset. comes to comfort books and getting back into the swing of reading, and I need that little zap of inspiration, I always think of two types of books to help me do that. The first is, of course, romance. I am a romance girly through and through. That is my old school love of reading, so I always grab for one of those. And yesterday I started reading You Deserve Each Other. This book is hilarious. I am actually laughing out loud, cackling to myself, because it just has such witty banter and internal dialogue, and the character is so funny. She sounds like a friend that you would want to grab wine with on a Friday night and just talk for hours. She sounds hilarious. The male character is also a funny kind of male lead. From what I've read so far, you don't want to be on his side. You're kind of seeing her perspective, but I think that's going to change. This book is about two people who are engaged to be married, and they do not want to get married, and it's like the final countdown to the wedding, and it's getting closer and closer, and neither of them will call it quits. They're kind of playing chicken with each other. So it's been a really great read so far. The other one I have on my list is called Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. This one has been on my list for so long. Everyone says this is a really good, feel-good kind of book, and it really puts you in the mood to do some reading, and it just has some warm and fuzzies and is a rom-com that will not disappoint. So I'm excited about maybe getting to that one as well. The other category of books that always puts me in the mood to read and get me in that cozy, comfortable feeling is middle grade books. I'm a big middle grade lover, and the first one I picked up was Wondersmith. This is actually the second book in a series. The first one I have here is called Nevermore. This was the first in the series. It's about a girl named Morgan Crow, and she is set to die because she was born on a specific day, but then she is taken away by this guy named Jupiter North to possibly save her if she can get through these trials to join like a secret society. And the next book is just a continuation of that story, and I'm really excited to read it. It just has all the comforts of a middle grade. It has adventure and really wholesome characters, a lot of side characters that are quirky, there's banter, there's all kinds of everything, and it just always makes me feel really cozy and excited to read again. The other middle grade I have is a seasonal middle grade because it's autumn and I am in that kind of witchy mood. So the book is called Witches of Brooklyn. This is actually a graphic novel, and this is giving off very Sabrina the Teenage Witch kind of vibes. We are going to Salem this weekend, so I'm just in a very Sabrina kind of mood, feeling all the witchy things, and I think this one is going to be adorable. So I'm counting on these books to hopefully help me get back into reading and get me excited for the month of October and all the books that I have slated for my TBR this month.